It was fitting that a traditional train ride would mark this record-breaking moment. For the Queen, it has been a remarkable journey to reach this milestone. The people of Scotland were happy to share the day that she became Britain's longest-serving monarch, bypassing her great-great-grandmother, Queen Victoria. The steam train, an obvious nod to the achievements of her ancestor. The Queen didn't want any fuss, but in a rare speech acknowledged it was a historic day.
Inevitably, a long life can pass by many milestones. My own is no exception. But I thank you all, and the many others at home and overseas, for your touching messages of great kindness.
In 1952, Princess Elizabeth was only 25 when her father died. Since then, as Queen, she has greeted her people, met her prime ministers, opened Parliament, and travelled the world. 63 years and 7 months later, she's still serving her country. This photo, released by Buckingham Palace, showing her surrounded by her paperwork, a clear sign that she's not slowing down. No national events may have been planned, but that didn't stop the celebrations. The BT Tower lit up, bells rang out at Westminster Abbey, and Tower Bridge was opened in the Queen's honour. David Cameron reflected on how she's adapted to a rapidly changing world.
Her Majesty exemplifies the unique combination of tradition and progress that has come to define us as a nation. She's been a rock of stability in an era in which our country has changed so much, providing an enduring focal point for all her people.
In Scotland, the crowds were clearly touched. She chose to spend the day with them as she opened their new train line.
We've stood for hours and hours, but it's been worth every minute of it, just to see her. And I mean, she looked as if she was enjoying the proceedings.
Not very often we see, Her Majesty here, and I feel very honoured.
Very, very special day, for us as well as the Queen.
The First Minister reaffirming links with their monarch despite the campaign for independence.
My view, and this was a view expressed during the referendum campaign last year, is that yes, the Queen, who is Queen of Scots, would remain head of state in an independent Scotland. But that's not a debate for today. That's a debate we had last year, and no doubt we'll continue to have in the future. But today is a day to mark what is a special occasion for the Queen.
Over the decades, the Queen and her growing family have faced increased scrutiny. But in a Sky News poll, 70% of people said Britain should remain a monarchy forever. For the Queen, the past 7 decades being seen at events like this haven't been about boosting her own popularity. It's been about making sure the monarchy is accessible and therefore securing their position for the future. During those 63 years and 7 months, the Queen has carried out thousands of visits just like this. This latest walkabout over, it was time to return to Balmoral, and maybe time to reflect on her own extraordinary journey on the day that the world marks this record-breaking reign. Rhiannon Mills, Sky News.